Hey people, hey Airnators, and welcome back to my channel where I react to music but always do it honestly. And today we're gonna be listening to what seems to be your favorite song, judging by the amount of comments that I've got. It's called House of Cards. I don't remember if this is the one that was written for the army and therefore means a lot to the army, but I'm pretty sure I got a few comments from my subscribers regarding this topic, and I think it was this one. And of course it's performed by the vocal line, and I mean, all of the guys here, they have such incredible voices, so I'm really excited to check this one out. So without wasting any more time now, let's jump into it. Before we do that, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, and if you want to see my exclusive content, check out my Patreon. Well, you guys know I like classical instruments, and I like cellos. I think that was a cello, maybe a bass violin. It's not called bass violin, but that thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a cello. And actually, this part really reminded me of the beginning of the song by The Weeknd called Earned It. I'm not gonna play it for you because I don't need copyright on my videos, but you can go and check it out. It's a good song. So far I can definitely say I really like the vibe of this song. Very soft and gentle vocals here in the beginning by Jungkook and V. They sounded amazing. And I like the occasional distant sounding vocals by Jimin, like Y and hard. That was good. Oh, So right there on the part when Jin was singing No Way, No Way, he was following a pretty interesting scale, because the way his melody on the vocals combined with the background music, it sounded very unusual. Pretty sure there's nothing that special about it. Maybe it's just a minor scale or some different minor sounding scale. But let's go over that part once again and just listen to how the quality of the music and the quality of his vocals, how they feel and how they're perceived changes suddenly. They go from sounding happy when Jimin is singing, and then on those words again, no way, no way. It sounds very different. Listen. Did you catch that? Did you notice that on the first no way? It definitely, yeah, I think it just changes the scale. The music starts following a different scale just for a few seconds maybe. Then it goes back to normal. Not sure. I don't have perfect pitch, so I can't tell you what chords they're playing and what notes those are, and therefore what scale that is. I would have to play them on piano or something. But yeah, it's interesting. And just like I said in the beginning, a very interesting atmosphere of the song, a very nice feeling. I think it would go well as a soundtrack for some kind of movie or something. Maybe even a James Bond movie? What do you think? Huh. 지금 내게 눈앞에 너를 뺀 모든 게 지독히 캄캄한 어둠이지. And now going back to that comment that I made about the song being a soundtrack for a James Bond movie, this little music break where they weren't singing, didn't that sound like something that you would hear in a James Bond movie? Kind of jazzy in a way, a lot of classical instruments, those faded background vocals, very interesting. Oh. Okay, two things here. Jimin and Jungkook singing at the same time. That was awesome. And then those really low vocals, I'm sure those were sound effects, because I don't think any of the guys can go that low except maybe V, but they sounded artificial, if you know what I mean. Like the formats were changed and switched around. So I'm sure those were Jimin's vocals and the producer just messed with them a little bit and made them sound cool like this. So much going on at the same time in the background, and even with the vocals, you know, it's not only one of them singing at a time, it's several guys. And once again, the instruments, they're going pretty crazy. Just a very saturated chorus with everything, with vocals, with instruments, sounds very full, very powerful. But you see, powerful in a very interesting way. It's not aggressive. Somehow it manages to stay relatively soft. So I think it's clear by this point. I love the production of the song, and people who are working on it did a great job. I don't know what program they were using to create the song, but it doesn't really matter. I can just imagine a project for this song, and how many different vocal lines and instrument lines it would have to create this masterpiece. There was probably like 50 different tracks switching on and off at different times. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy song. Crazy in a good way. I like it. It's just very, very complex, and it's interesting to analyze it. And now, talking about analyzing, there was one specific little thing that really caught my attention. So let's listen to that again. Did you hear that? Wasn't that cool? It was awesome. And well, again, this part reminds me of some song, but this time I don't remember the name of it. I might remember it later, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Very, very creative. And right there, when V sang So Bad, actually when he said So Bad, it instantly reminded me of Stigma, where he this iconic line from Stigma. I don't know what he's saying there because it's in Korean, but I know you know what I mean. When Jin sang so hard, it was so tempting for me to look at the lyrics, but I didn't, because you know me, first time I'm listening to the song, I'm just taking in the music itself, and then I'm going over it and analyzing the text, because I find it very difficult to perceive two very important things at the same time. I would only be able to give them, well, in this case, 50% of my attention. And I want to focus on them 100%. Okay, so first I'm listening to music, then reading the lyrics. I like this ending a lot because it kind of kept me interested, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Kind of created this tension, you know? So yeah, now as I said, I'm going back and checking out the lyrics, but I'm only going to be inserting little bits of me reading them because I can't play the whole song for you, unfortunately. Okay, now I'm not too sure if this is the one that was written about the army or for the army, but from what I understand, this is a song about a love that is not really working out. No one is really happy in a relationship, but the people are just so used to each other that they can't leave. They find it very difficult to say goodbye to the other person. And probably it's not a long relationship because they still have this passion, you know, this burning love and desire where they're so in love with the other person, but they see it's not working because all of these hurricanes and storms of emotions are usually felt during the early period of relationships. So yeah, this is my little analysis of the lyrics. Okay, overall, really impressed with this one. It's so complex. There's so many things going on. Really interesting and amazing song. Great music, great vocals. Really enjoyed it. And hey, if you enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed this song, then you know what to do now. You leave a like, you subscribe, and you click the bell. I will see you all Aaronators in my next video. Do you know this move that, this habit that Jin does when he's taking off his glasses like this? So yeah, I will see you all Aaronators in my next video. Don't forget to check out my second channel. The link is going to be in the description. And as always, take care. Keep listening to great music and love.